Mysteries!
Hello and welcome to another More on Math Minecraft Mysteries. Behind me you'll see my flower garden has grown bigger. I have some plots of red flowers and some plots of yellow flowers. Let's take a look. You may notice that I have one whole flower plot of all red flowers. Over here I have half of a flower plot of red flowers, so I have 1.5 plots of red flowers. Over here you may notice I have a pig who's in my way. Shoo, piggy, shoo! You may notice besides the piggy, I have one whole plot of yellow flowers, another whole plot of yellow flowers, and 1 out of 6 spaces in this plot have yellow flowers in it. So I have 1/6 of a plot of yellow flowers here. So I have 2 and 1/6 plots of yellow flowers. So my question is, if I have 1.5 plots of red flowers and 2 and 1/6 plots of yellow flowers, how many total plots of flowers do I have? It's a mystery. In fact, it's today's Minecraft mystery. And whenever we have a mystery, we have to go quick to the math cave. Warp speed! Let's go this way this time. The math cave! Ah, splash! Our Minecraft mystery of the day is, I have 1.5 plots of red flowers and 2 and 1/6 plots of yellow flowers. How many plots of flowers do I have in all? Pause the video, solve the problem, and come on back when you think you have a solution. Welcome back. So let's see. I have 1.5 plots of red flowers, 2 and 1/6 plots of yellow flowers. I want to know how many plots of flowers I have in all. That sounds tough. And when math gets tough, we go to the magical whiteboard. Push to activate. Pow! Woo! Let's start out by making a list of what we know. I have 1.5 plots of red flowers. I have 2 and 1/6 plots of yellow flowers. And I want to know how many total plots of flowers do I have. And almost always whenever I have a question like this, I'm going to draw a picture to figure out what's going on. And this episode is no different. So here's my picture. You can see my 1 and 1/2 plots of red flowers and my 2 and 1/6 plots of yellow flowers. And if I want to know how many total plots of flowers I have here, I'm going to be combining. And whenever I'm combining, I know that I'm adding. So let's set up our numerical expression. I'm adding 1.5 plus 2 and 1/6. Next, I'm going to estimate so I can figure out what my answer will be close to. 1.5 is pretty close to 2. It's between 1 and 2, but we'll say it's 2. And 2 and 1/6 is just a little bit more than 2. And so my estimate will be 4. In today's video, I'm going to solve this problem 2 different ways, both using the picture and using the standard algorithm. Let's start this time with the picture. So we know we're combining these 2 flower plots, or I'm sorry, all of these flower plots. So we know we're adding. So we know we want to take this stuff and put it over here with this stuff. But these pieces are different sizes than these pieces. So let's make our pieces the same size. Notice that up here I have a single line going down the middle, and over here I also have a single line going down the middle. But over here I have 2 lines cutting it into 3 rows. So I'm going to come up here and give this flower plot 2 lines cutting it into 3 rows. Now I can see, oh, 1/2 is the same as 3/6. And that's easy to combine with 1/6. I just take this 1/6, cross it out, and move it on over. And so now I can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4/6 of this flower plot planted with flowers, because I took one from here and put it there. So now if I look at all my flower plots, I have 1 whole flower plot, 2 whole flower plots, 3 whole flower plots, and 4/6 of another flower plot. So when I combine all that, my answer is 3 and 4/6. Now some of you may also notice, hey, wait a minute. What if I take this piece right here and move it over here? Then it looks like I have 1 row and 2 rows out of 3 rows. So you could say I have 1, 2, 3 whole flower plots and 2 out of 3 rows of another flower plot. So my answer could also be 3 and 2/3, because 2/3 is actually equivalent to and just another name for 4/6. All right, let's do the standard algorithm. I want to add these two mixed numbers together, but in order to do that, I need to find a common denominator, a common type of piece that these two fractions can be written in. So I'm looking for a common multiple between 2 and 6. So let's list our multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And now let's list our multiples of 6. And I'm going to stop with the first multiple of 6 because I notice I instantly have a match. And so I'm going to use the common denominator of 6 to rewrite both of these fractions as equivalent fractions. So I'm going to have 1 and some amount of 6 plus 2 and some other amount of 6. One big mistake that a lot of people make when they're adding mixed numbers is they work so hard on this fraction part that they forget their whole number part. So don't forget your whole number part. All right. Well, 2 and 1/6 is the same as 2 and 1/6, so I can just put that in there. So now I have to figure out, how do I get from halves to 6? Well, 2 times 3 is 6. So I have to do the same to the bottom and the top. So 1 times 3 is 3. So 3/6 is another name for the fraction 1/2. And now I can add these two mixed numbers because I have the same common denominator. 3/6 plus 1/6 is 4/6. Remember, we don't add the denominators. Those are like labels. And 1 whole plus 2 wholes is 3 wholes. And so my answer is 3 and 4/6. Is 3 and 4/6, also known as 3 and 2/3, reasonable? Well, it is close to my estimate of 4, so it is very reasonable. But it is not my final answer, because the question was how many what? How many plots? So my final answer is 3 and 4/6, also known as 3 and 2/3, plots of flowers. And so our mystery has once again been solved, and that solution, actually two different solutions, is 3 and 4/6 plots of flowers, or 3 and 2/3 plots of flowers if we're simplifying. Either way, don't forget your label. Either way, mystery ba-bam solved. So let's go prove it. Whew, it's far away, so I need some warp speed. Hello, chickens. Okay. So we think the answer is 3 and 4/6 plots of flowers, or 3 and 2/3 plots of flowers. Let's try this. All right, I've got 1 whole plot, 2 whole plots, 3 whole plots. I'm going to leave those plots alone. I'm going to pick this flower out of this plot though, and come put it over here. And I'm going to rearrange a little bit. Let's see, let's move this guy out of the way. And let's move this guy over 1. So now I still have my 3 whole plots. And now I have 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 spaces in this plot filled. So that is in fact 3 and 4/6 flower plots. Now we also said the answer could be thought of as 3 and 2/3 flower plots. So let me just rearrange really simply here by taking this red flower out and this yellow flower out and just switching their places so that they're still there, they just swap spots. So now I still have 3 whole flower plots, but if I look at this flower plot, instead of counting the spaces, if I count the rows, I have 1 row of red, another row of yellow, and 1 empty row. So 2 out of 3 rows have flowers in it, so that is in fact 2/3 of this flower plot. So my answer could also be thought of as 3 and 2/3 flower plots. So, not only has our mystery been solved, it's been proven with flower power. Yay, flowers! Thank you for joining me for this episode of More on Math, Minecraft Mysteries. Leave a comment or a question below. Feel free to subscribe. Join me next time, where once again I'll probably do something with flowers and farming. Yay! But it'll involve math for sure. And remember, If you're never confused, you're never learning. Bye-bye. See you next time.
Math is fun. Math is